Meanwhile, Lydia is asking Claire and Harry what game they should all play. Claire is keen on Comopoly. Harry suggested Pictionary. Lydia said that a good old-fashioned game of charades is ideal for all ages. Oh, not charades. Jacob whined, overhearing the discussion. The last thing he wanted to do was stand in front of everyone trying to mime the title of a song, TV show, film, etc. Wearing his prissy little dress and fancy frilly knee socks. But he was overruled and Jacob tried his best not to get anything correct, thus avoiding having a turn. Mark correctly identified the film Toy Story 2, which meant it was Mark's turn. Mark introduced a new category by pretending to use a game's controller instead of miming a book, TV screen, camera, or curtain. A video game title with one word and 2 syllables. Mark mimed the first syllable and held up 4 fingers. Fortnite. Jacob blurted before realizing what he'd done. Your turn, Jacob. Oh, he grimaced as he stood in the center of the lounge and tried to think of something to mime. The family rule if someone takes too long deciding is to be given a random mime from the Charades smartphone app. It generates the title a song, film, play or book, and that's what he must mime. He grimaced at the title he was given. Jacob mimed a movie camera, then held up 3 fingers. He made a T-shape with his hands for the first word and everyone yelled the. He moved on to the second word and all he could think of was to curtsy. It's a good job you're wearing your modesty shorts, his sister giggled as he lifted his skirt a little too much as he curtsied. Jacob felt himself blushing but no one noticed thanks to his foundation. He tried his best to mime the shape of a crown on his head. Princess, his sister suggested. She was right. Jacob moved on to the third word and wondered how he could mime it. Bride? Mark guessed. He was wrong. Diaries. Harry figured after his son pretended to write on the palm of his hand. The Princess Diaries. Claire quizzed, having never heard of it. Harry was correct and it was his turn next. Jacob sheepishly sat himself down, embarrassed that he'd unwittingly revealed his very frilly modesty shorts. His father decided to also mime the title of a video game and it took ages for the rest to guess FIFA. After an hour they'd had enough of playing charades and having finished her 4th glass of mulled wine, Charlotte suggested it was probably time for her and Mark to leave, but Lydia detained them for a little longer after suggesting they have some coffee first. Unfortunately for Mark, his mother soon remembered that she wanted to get a photograph of he and Jacob in front of the Christmas tree. Alfie wanted to be in the photograph too and several ended up being taken by both Charlotte and Lydia. The nicest, they agreed as they reviewed the photographs over a coffee, was the one with Mark and Jacob each resting a hand on Alfie's shoulders, showing their painted fingernails and smiling nicely rather than grimacing. They soon finished their hot drinks and prepared to leave. Charlotte and Mark thanked Lydia for a wonderful Christmas day and complimented Harry's exquisite Christmas dinner. Lydia told Mark how lovely he looked and Charlotte gave Jacob the same compliment. Thank you. Jacob bashfully replied, gulping and glancing at Mark. See you at school, I guess, he glumly said. Yeah. Mark replied. Thanks for my gift, he said.